Okay, let's begin with Alan Pardee. Please come on up and share a little bit about yourself and why you're wanting to reapply. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Good to see y'all. I've enjoyed my time on the Planning Commission. I think I've been doing it about 8 years now, somewhere near that. I like the opportunity to give back to my community, and as a landscape architect and planning consultant for 40 years, I think I bring professionalism and expertise to it that is a way I can benefit my community more than other ways I could give. So that's my statement right there. Do you have any questions? I heard this is an interview, so.
Yeah. Any questions for Alan? Johns? What is your biggest either hurdle or expectation or something that you're wanting to accomplish in the next term if you're reelected?
I'd like us to work a bit more on the downtown as far as what the vision for the future down there is. I'd like us to...
Alan, you might get a little closer to that mic.
I can hear myself
Yeah,
really
guys,
well.
can you turn
Turn it on.
these mics?
Yeah. I hear me. But, okay, I can do that. No, there I'm loud.
Yeah, now it's
And I think we finally need to finish the short-term rental ordinance. So it's a short list, but we haven't been meeting a lot lately, so I want to keep it short.
all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And next we have Melanie Finley.
Good afternoon.
Hi. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're wanting to reapply.
Well, I've been a planning commissioner for a while now, bumping up over 20 years. Community member, business owner. I love my community. I really value the planning commissioners and staff that I get to work with to try to reflect as best we can what the community wants. And it's a lovely way to help and contribute to my town.
Thank you. Any questions?
I have a question. Melanie, I know that you've gotten a lot of training over the years, and I think you've done a lot of just self-training on that. Do you recommend that we have some ongoing training for planning commissioners?
Oh, absolutely. There's so much. CEQA is a big part of what we do, understanding planning law. And then the other piece I really appreciated when I got to do the Planners Institute is kind of learning what the approaches are. So not just completely the regulatory piece, but, you know, for instance, design guidelines, sign ordinance, things like that. It helps to kind of see what other communities are up to. I have the opportunity, hopefully, I'm on the board of the Sacramento Valley chapter of the American Planning Association in the state of California as a planning commissioner representative. And I'm hoping that as my membership business gets sorted through, that I'll have access to the APA information and can share that with the Planning Commission in my role, if you decide to reappoint me, and then my goal with the APA, the California chapter, is kind of helping rural communities access things, you know, because we're different than the urban environment. Long answer.
Thank you.
Sure.
Johns? Same question for me. Any major hurdle or accomplishment that you're wishing to accomplish in the next term?
You know, depend. You know, when we get a city planner, there's the usual housekeeping things. We have some ordinances that we've been trying to work on. You know, general plan projects, and then, you know, we are reacting to projects that come before us. So specifically, you know, it kind of depends on the planner we get, too, really, kind of what their capabilities and interests are, that tends to drive it as well.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Ashley Heggie?
I'm going to be the shortest one here, so sorry. So, hello everybody. My name is Ashley Hagee. I am a local business owner. I am a local realtor. I have a degree in interior architecture and psychology that I think would really help me. I'm probably the only person here applying that's both the youngest and not currently serving on planning, but I think that I have a lot of background and just insight into our local community to help move forward, and I like to get things done, so.
Questions?
Ashley, you're the chair of DEAC, right?
I am the chair of DEAC right now. Mhm.
And I consider you to be a dynamo.
Thank you. I know you guys haven't seen too much, but we do have some things in the future for you guys to see.
I think DEAC has a tremendous amount of potential, but it's suffered some turnovers, and with turnover, you lose some of that potential. So I think you'd be dynamic on the Planning Commission or on DEAC, but I don't want to lose you on DEAC.
That is something that I would hope to do, is still be a volunteer on DEAC as well. There's a couple different projects, particularly expanding downtown. We have some different things where we're trying to do the Parker Plaza parking lot and update that a bit. And then we're also looking to create some events in the future. And between my vice chair, Jake Pritchard, and myself, I hope to at least be there to give my opinion, do what I need to do, just be kind of a foot soldier for it. So I'm very good at handling multiple different things. Hi.
Yeah, restaurant world prepares you for
Yeah,
multitasking.
yeah, I have restaurant, hotel, real estate, you name it. I'm doing kind of a side business where I'm helping a lot of locals get permits, so just understanding the challenges that they're having to go through both planning and just going through, you know what I mean, our regular, city. Definitely see the issues that I would hope we could kind of make things a little bit more streamlined for both our locals and new businesses is kind of my biggest thing that we need to focus on, is just making it easier for people. And we have a lot of potential in this area. We just need to help people at this point, get them going, and it's just going to help us all around.
I just wanted to thank you for throwing your hat in the ring. I appreciate all you're doing for the community.
Yes, this was not really my choice. I was asked by a lot of different people to volunteer for this, so yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
John? I think you answered a little bit before about why you were wanting to come to Planning Commission. Any other, I noticed you're like a pro-growth, like a smart growth mindset. Do you want to expand a little bit about that?
So one, like I said, I have a degree in interior architecture, and something that I really like to focus on is called either silent architecture, and that's basically just how we design a place. And you don't see a lot of the things that go into a proper design. It's like just the acoustics for right over here, for example. You have to keep in mindset all the little details that a lot of people don't see, but when you're in a space or you're interacting in an area, you feel it. And that is something that's so important, and I think that we get lost on that. We focus more on what looks pretty versus what actually works. And especially for Mount Shasta right now, I mean, I just went to the ski park and there were so many people that we've been discovered, we're growing. We need to nip that in the butt and come up with a comprehensive plan and make it so we're not basically following what happens after
Right.
the growth has already been here. So we need to come in, and that's why I'm really pro-growth, obviously. I know a lot of people want to keep Mount Shasta the same. I think that we can keep the Mount Shasta charm, but we can also design it smartly where we can have new people come in and make it good for everybody, basically. But we need to do it now. So,
Wonderful. Good. Thank you very much.
thank you.
And last but not least, Mr. David McDowell.
What do you want me to answer?
Just a brief description of who you are and why you're wanting to reapply for another term.
My name is David McDowell. I've been on the Planning Commission for 4 years, but it's really felt like 2 because of everything that's happened since 2020. So it'd just be nice to serve for another 4 years and actually be able to contribute and get something done instead of just kind of not getting a lot done with everything that happened with COVID and not really having a city planner. So I was born and raised here, so I've lived here for almost 40 years.
Okay, questions?
So Richard, I know that you're work full-time, but have you been to Planning Commissioners Academy yet?
No.
Would you be willing to go if the city were to pay for it?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
John? What is one thing that you're hoping to accomplish that maybe you didn't get a chance to do during the COVID years?
I know it's not really in our wheelhouse, but help to kind of revitalize downtown and make downtown kind of, I don't know, an attraction for town instead of, people coming for our natural surroundings, but not really coming for the town per se. So, but that has to come to us, but
Yeah.
I support whatever comes to revitalize downtown.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Okay, so since we have 4 people applying for 3 positions, I think this goes as a nomination base until those seats are filled. Is that right, Kathy? Okay. 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 Okay, let's open up for public comment. Okay. And closed for public comment. Back to council.
I think we've got 4 excellent candidates. And what I'd like to do is nominate the 3 existing commissioners for another term. And I want to keep Ashley as chair of DEAC, because I think DEAC will do great things if she's the chair. That's my motion.
Please.
I'd like to move to approve, pardon the pronunciation, Ashley Hagee?
Hagee.
Hagee, David McDowell, and Alan Pardee. I'm moving to appoint, or nominate, but appoint McDowell, Hagee, and Pardee.
Do we have a second on either nomination, or are there any other nominations on the floor?
You're asking for a second on either one of the 2
Correct.
pending motions?
Or a third pending motion if there is
Or-
one,
or a
yeah.
third.
Or a third. Jeffrey or John?
I think we should go person by person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do a roll call by the 2 motions on the floor? Okay, do you want to do a third one?
Yeah, just think that we should go one at a time.
Okay.
Did you start?
Sure.
I'd like to nominate Melanie Findling for Planning Commission.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All against?
Opposed?
Opposed?
I'd like to nominate Alan Pardee.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Opposed to party.
I think it was unanimous.
No.
It was not?
Oh, John was opposed.
Which John?
Stephanie.
I nominate Richard McDowell.
David McDowell.
David McDowell.
And second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
We're done.
Yeah. That was smart.
Thank you.
So for those that couldn't keep up with what we're doing, we had to go person by person because we had mixed nominations at the front. So the 3 incumbents will remain as planning commissioners. Thank you all for applying, and Ashley, we expect to see you soon. I'll probably be sitting on something you guys have to do. Love it. Thank you all very much. And we are concluded. Adjourned.